All right, here's a play I really want us to run. I think everybody knows this, but I want to go over it a little bit. There's a few fine-tuned points that I want to work with. And I'm actually going to change something real quick based on the lines that we know, based on the lines that we are aware of on the field. I'm going to extend this goal a little bit just to exaggerate our crease so that we can have pipelines and wide channel lines, right? So if we think about wide channels and narrow channels, I want us to help us know where our feet need to be for this play. So we're in a 2-3-1, right? And one of the things, just to get right into it, is we're going to work the ball around. We all know how to run a motion offense so that if this triangle throws to this triangle, right, they rotate. And we know how to do that. If we turn that rotation off, right, what we go to is a bunch of V cuts, right? So everybody stays in their place, but we do a lot of V cutting, right? So this whole area becomes your area. You can't just stand there and say, I'm open, I'm open. You're not open. You have to be here, then there, and now you're open, right? Or way up top here, inside, and then bounce out. Now you're open, okay? But everybody's going to have to move their feet. The one thing that I want this play to incorporate is a pass from X. I want the ball to get to X, right? Because I want to turn the defense's attention to behind the goal. I want the eyes looking behind the goal, or at least some of them, right? Some defensive players are going to stare at their men. They're going to stare at the guy they're covering, and we're going to identify those players, right? So that we can figure out, hey, they're just staring at their man, not watching the ball. We can cut behind them, right, into open space. One of the biggest, most important things for this is going to be where our crease man is located. So if we draw what we kind of would consider a crease area, right, wherever the ball is, I need my crease man to be opposite the ball. If the ball is low and behind the net, I need my crease man way up high. Okay, if the ball is up top and up high with one of my midfielders, I need the crease way low and opposite, right, opposite the ball. Ball is high and away, crease is far and away. But what we want, again, is to get that ball to X, which would bring my crease man way up high. So our goalie's in the goal there. Okay, goalie's stationed in the goal. That's his net. That brings my crease man way up high when the ball goes low. We want this play to initiate with this player right here, making sure he gets himself open, right? And we want to identify about 5 and 5. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards up, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards out. There's going to be our island. We'll call that our island. 5 yards up off the crease, 5 yards out, or 5 yards, 7 and 7 off that pipe, something along those lines. I need this player to get open, right, and get a pass from X. I want it from X so that everybody's looking, again, towards the back of the field, towards the end line. Now's when this play really is going to initiate and become something special. The first thing I want to have happen is for all these guys on offense to recognize this player over here has caught the ball. He's ready to operate with the ball. He's going to be cradling, and now his vision is going to go here, right to the middle of the field. We always look to the middle. And the first thing that I want to have happen is for this player up top to cut right to the pipeline. Right, he's crashing straight down to the pipeline just before he gets to the crease. He might be open for a pass. Probably not. But that's how this play is going to initiate. And what that does is it brings him one step closer to being able to set ultimately a pick out this way for player E. So now what we're looking at is the crease man has vacated the crease early because the ball went to X. So when the ball was at X, he started realizing, hey, we're about to run this play. I've got to get out of here. He now becomes a backup player. Along with he becomes kind of a get-back guy, a safety guard, and a shooter, which is why I want Mason to play this role. Now we get the ball to and through X. This guy instantly becomes a feeder. Again, we're looking for the cut, and now he's ready, stationed to set a pick. The next thing that's going to happen is this player is going to cut, and he's going to have to try to get behind his defensive player. If he just goes right in front of him, then this defensive player is still watching the play. So you want to make sure you're trying to cut behind this player to get a pass for a shot, a catch, a shot, and a goal. If that doesn't work, immediately you're going to set a pick right on that island. So now we're going to set up a pick and roll on both sides of the field where we have our pick man trying to get his hands free. A roll man right to the pipe. We have the same thing taking place over here. So now this player coming off the pick with the ball has an option. He can shoot. He can pass. He can pass to this player who set the pick and has now rolled to the pipe just like this player. Or we can dump it right to the roll guy. So I've now given him one option to shoot, 3 options to pass to for a goal. He has an outlet man over here, and this player is now my get back guy, safety guard. He can get back in the event that anything goes wrong. This guy's in a perfect shooting cone spot, right? Perfect shooting cone spot. And if worst comes to worst, he can fire this ball over the goal, right? Because we always have this player as our shot backup.